Hello, my tubies. It's SheilaTruelove here with you. Yes, yet again. I have something that I was reading on the internet by a Bobby Palmer, and I loved it. I really loved it, and I want to share it with you. It's called Date Like a Grown-Up. Here it says, first let's talk about a narcissist. What do they look for in a woman? Number one, they need someone to constantly stroke their ego, their fragile little egos. They want someone who's steady and strong so that he could count on them to take care of him. Wants an empathetic woman to attend to his childlike needs. Number four, of course he likes smart women so that he could try to prove he could outsmart them and that he's smarter. Yeah, right, that's a giggle. That's a joke for me. Anyway, number five, he wants you to be self-sufficient so he doesn't have to take care of any of your needs. Now, if you attract the me type of narcissistic men, please listen to 3 ways to spot them and stop them. Number 1, early in any relationship, ask for what you want and see how he responds. You got that? Ask for what you want and see how he responds. A thoroughly self-centered narcissistic man has a way of seeming so generous and kind. He wines you and he dines you. He tells you what you are longing to hear. He makes you laugh. He texts to tell you that he's thinking of you. He's so attractive and charming. Well, sister, pay close attention to what's behind the curtain. Is the courting really all about you, or is it actually all on his terms? Is he trying to get to know you, or simply trying to impress you? Is he trying to connect with you, or win you? You see, confident, grown-up, relationship-minded men are over the childish, ego-driven pursuit of women. They don't feel the need to perform for you. They truly want to get to know you. How do you pull back the curtain? Don't let him sweep you off your feet. Stay grounded and aware of your needs and let's put emphasis on your wants. When there's something you want, express it, damn it. Start small, like mentioning an activity you'd like to do or a restaurant you'd like to try, or maybe ask him to change the time for the date or call you at a certain time. Ask him to share his feelings about something, or, let him tell you a couple of childhood stories. It's so easy to be fooled these days. Narcissists, they can seem very, very good, like they're good givers, as long as it's something they want to give. For example, he might want to hang out with his friends, but not yours. He may only want to take you where he wants to go, when he wants to go. He may not share his inner feelings and life experiences, with the exception, of course, of his accomplishments, because you know how they are, grandiose. When you allow yourself to look, your so-called relationship, and it's all about his world. Take time to look at this. Your relationship, it's all about his world. You just live in it. Like they say, you're just a squirrel trying to get a nut. It's all about his world. Please. The last thing a narcissist wants is a woman who expects to have her needs met. So be that woman. Ask for what you want and ask for what you need. And don't forget, watch carefully with your clear, bright, grown-up eyes. Number 2, know your must-haves and stick to it. You know what you must have. Stick to it. No matter how charmed you are or how much fun he is, when deciding if he could be a possible partner, stay focused on your must-haves. You want a man who is honest, reliable, and generous, right? You want to feel appreciated, respected, and understood for the real woman that you are. When he upsets you, does he always have a way to ultimately make it your fault or make you feel like you're the one that's wrong? Does he discount things you say or things that you want because he claims to know better? Does he dominate conversations and turn the topic, like always, back to him? Do you feel that he's abused your kindness? Are you feeling less than when you're with him? You don't feel really good about yourself when you're with him? Do you find yourself making excuses for your narcissistic man whenever you feel slighted or ignored? If you find your values are being compromised, then cut it off. The sooner, the better. The sooner, the better. You know, there are many women out here who have survived falling in love with a narcissist. They have survived. You know, when you look back, you'll see that it's important for you not to ignore certain behaviors when it comes to this narcissist. Number 3, don't let him rush you. Insist on going at your pace. If a guy comes on strong and fast about what he can do for you, how much he likes you, and how it would be a great couple, take a step back, because he's coming on too fast and coming on too strong. That's what you call love bombing, and narcissists are great at it. Love bombing is an attempt to influence a person by lavish demonstrations of attention and affection. Lots of attention, lots of affection. It works because it feeds into your fantasy of being swept off your feet. Their charm and intensity can be intoxicating and make you feel so adored and taken care of. I promise, if he's one of these guys, this is only going to last temporarily. No matter how good it feels, this is not a healthy way of dating. Love bombing has nothing to do with love. It has to do with him getting what he wants by playing a game that he wants to play. Or this could also apply to a she. So what you need to do is keep your feet, both of them, grounded. Keep both feet on the ground. Go slow and let your head dominate your heart. That's important. The Bible says don't follow your heart because the heart is treacherous. You can't trust it. It's desperate. Always follow your head. I mean, I'm at a stage in my life right now where I always let my conscience be my guide. I do whatever my conscience will permit me to do. When you are getting love bombed, there's a good chance he's a narcissist, a user, or a control freak. When you suspect you are getting love bombed, pay close attention. Is it all about him getting what he wants? Tell him you need to slow it down and get to know one another before making any plans or any promises. Slow it down. Because I told you my narc, man, within 3 weeks, okay, you want to be my girl? I was like, whoa, I was taken aback. I was thrown, but that caught me off guard because I never experienced nothing crazy like that. Anyway, you take a look and you slow it down. Tell him you want to take time to get to know him better, and let's do that, and then watch. Take time to be observant. Watch what he does. Is he going to show respect for your wishes? If he's a good man who's just being overly enthusiastic, you'll see him back off. But if he's a narcissist, he will keep trying to manipulate you to get what he wants. You have to be firm, and if he does not hear you and back off, then get away and stay away. Do not allow yourself to get caught up in this romantic, a fantasy. Think of narcissistic men or women as heartbreakers. But I'm talking to the women right now because I'm a woman, but men could also apply this also. But you have to think of these narcissistic men as heartbreakers in Prince Charming's clothing. Remember, if it seems too good to be true, then it just might be. But you have tools that you can use so that you could notice, you could determine who these narcissistic people are. So you can move on with your heart and your self-esteem intact. And that way you can move on to someone who really deserves all you are and all that you have to give. You don't want to sit up here and waste 5, 10, 15 years with these no good, mentally disturbed, nut job, Circus is in town. Narcissist. That's not what you're looking for. You deserve so much more. You know it, and I know it. Anyway, this is SheilaTruelove, and you know how I do. I always told you, you always have a choice. The choice is always yours. Please choose wisely. You have to guard your heart. I love you. You already know how much I love you. I don't have to go into detail. Until next time, we'll talk again. Goodbye for now.